name is Ibrahim Perez.
And my name is Maria Kouppari.
And here in Ballet Popular, we're helping you build
your passion
and influence through
Dance.
So people, thank you for coming or watching right now. Welcome to the show. We have a very special guest, my dear friend
John Abenanty in the building.
John Abenanty, soloist dancer from
The Sofia National Opera and Ballet.
So, and we have a viewer. Hey guys, if you're watching, make sure you let us know you're watching so we can, interact with you.
Leave us a comment. If you have any questions for John over here, let us know.
I'll be glad to answer them.
So my people, what is the topic of the day, Maria?
Dancing abroad.
So for all of you guys that are aspiring to be a dancer, I know we are in the US and we want to dance here, but it's also the choice to dance abroad, different countries, Europe, South America, you name it, but it has a different
feeling. Each country has a different advantages, disadvantages. So
mentality.
You just have to...
Mentality's big.
Culture and acceptance. So, you are from a different country, you come into my home to do my job. So why do I have to accept you? So that's why John is here to share his personal experience. Imagine this guy all the way from America to Bulgaria, and he's a soloist. So
And it was one hell of a journey.
John,
A long journey.
Tell us how you ended up in the National Opera.
So I started out training in the Harry Conservatory, which is in Florida, which I hope everyone's okay now. There's the hurricane down there. Anyway,
yes.
that's important. But then from there, I went to a company called Columbia Classical Ballet, which is in South Carolina. They're under the direction of Radenko Pavlovich. She produced a lot of gold medalists, like Brooklyn Mac, for example.
So hold on. For the people that don't know about this, so it's a special ballet competitions that happen around the United States. So a lot of, teachers, they train these kids, they go to these competitions, technically like the Olympics of ballet. So this guy, produced a lot of gold medal winners. So now they're in big companies like this guy, Brooklyn Marks.
Yeah,
he's a big dancer.
They go in the competitions and they see dancers, right? And
and people come from all over the world and they compete just trying to get these medals and these contracts that come with them. And he took me to this competition. A month before the competition, he goes, "So you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, we'll see what happens, And I didn't win the competition, but they called out all the medals. They called out the grand prize. And then when they said the winner of the grand prize, when they gave him the contract, they said, "And the same contract for John Abenanty."
Man, that's what I was talking about.
Which was...
I'm sure your nerves were like...
my heart was beating 1,000 miles a minute. I was shaking.
So guys, you see this? Everything is possible. 1 second. Hello, Lito, #1 fan. We're saying hello from New York City. She just joined.
That's my sister.
Hey, she said hello to you back, John. Say hello to Lito.
What's up, Lito?
Yeah, that's her sister. Anyway, so, by the way, guys, that's another thing I actually want to do a topic about that. That's ballet competitions. It's nothing bad with it. I'm not really very fan at this point of my life because it has become something totally different. When these ballet competitions start, it was kind of fun because you can see new talent, new kids. But now it's becoming more like a factory kind of thing, All the kids are pretty much the same. And I'm so sure that if this guy get a contract, even though he didn't make it all the way, it's because they saw something very special on him to offer the same contract to the winner. That's amazing, man.
Yeah, it's true, because I remember first round was okay, second round, okay, third round, I had no idea what happened. But hey, good things come out of it. I got 2 contracts from that competition. And then I went to the State Ballet of Georgia, the country of Georgia.
Which I auditioned, but they didn't take me. No, I tell you, look, it was nothing for talent. Like, I sent my paper and everything. But at the moment I sent it, the director that was dealing with me resigned.
Oh, yeah.
So my paperwork went through somebody else, and I just cleaned the house. Thank you. We start from scratch. Anyway, keep going, my friend John, because then, this guy, you need to know his story. It's very cool.
So, from the State Ballet of Georgia, I was signed as a guest soloist. And, you know, I wasn't given too many opportunities right on the bat. But then one of their people that comes to set the ballets was the former director of the Bolshoi Ballet.
The Bolshoi people, the Bolshoi, the Russian company.
He saw me practicing in the back, and he was like, I want him to do it. And I said, well, we haven't really used him yet. And he goes, no, well, I want him to do it. Let's give it a try. And from then on, it was just, I was hungry for it. And that's one nice thing about dancing abroad is the opportunities. You get more opportunities as long as you work really hard and you have the right people around you. You're gonna go very far.
So let's talk about, hi Maria, sorry.
Because one of the differences in dancing in Europe and dancing in the US, it's how the seasons are spread out.
Yeah, because we pretty much dance year round. They have like the month of August or September off. And then the rest of the year, they're like, all right, so it could be March. And they're like, let's do Nutcracker. Everyone remember it?
Wow.
Good, show's next week.
All right.
So you have to learn their repertoire. You don't have, they give you the video. You sometimes don't have time. And they're like, so you ready to go on stage next week? And you're like, oh my God.
So but yeah, the seasons here in the US are more like, they have seasons. So they dance full out for a few months, then they're off for the rest of the year.
And sometimes they have touring seasons, so like they'll take 4 months, they'll go to Europe or like China or Russia or something that, you know, they'll just tour and then they only spend 6 months like where they're based out of.
Wow.
Which is like, that's completely different for me because I like consistent training, especially at this point in my career that I need to gain more knowledge and experience. I like the consistency of it. I think that's a big advantage that I get from this.
Thing is, like, you know, what I find very interesting, we have different cases, my people, because we come from different countries to dance in America. So it's a different taste. Yeah. I tried myself to go to Europe, but it didn't work. Things happen. But what I find very interesting is actually yourself, as somebody that is native from this beautiful country, go all the way there to experience. And it's not just because you want to have a different experience in another country. It's not that, my people. It's dedication and the ambition for him to get even better in what he does.
More knowledge.
That he's just like, forget about it. I'm going and I'm going to find out. But what I want to say about all of this is simple. I know that what you're saying is great, but I also know that it's another side of this.
That's true.
You're coming to a different country.
It's hard to live.
No, I'm not going there. I'm going to more deep. So let's go company-wise. So what happened to the hate? Because when somebody new and happened that this person is a little bit talented or a lot of talent, you know, the locals don't feel that welcoming. So
yeah, especially with the national ballets, most of the dancers are local, right?
Yeah, it's hard to win the audience over. But also for the local people, because at least where I am now in Sofia, Bulgaria, I'm used to the American audience that it feels like a baseball game. You know, you do it.
He's such an American guy.
You do a good trick or something, they're like, woo!
Go crazy,
you know, they're put their fists in the air. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. And then you do the same thing, and people are like,
okay, good.
Okay, they wait till the end. They wait till you don't know if they liked it until the very end.
Wow.
So that whole time you're trying to win them over, and you're like, was it good? What? And you stop for a second to think, and you're like, uh-oh, because you don't feel it as much, but then after it feels very rewarding. And I actually like that, because it goes way back to how people used to watch ballet, that you don't make any noise until the end, and they really know when to clap. And I like both of it, you know. I like dancing in America, where the people are really excited. And then I like dancing in Europe, where the people are a little more,
kind of respect you, to wait for you to finish your thing and make sure you're doing okay.
But it's also the culture, you know, like Europeans are more like a little bit cold, like they're not that emotional. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, they're really
until the end of the show.
So bravo, I'm going home. So, But anyway, so guys, if you're here, what's going on, my people? Are you here? Are you not here? Let me know. Anyway, what I was going to ask you is like, John,
Yes.
what has been the most difficult time that you experienced in this company?
In this company, well, I just spent my first half a season in this company. I switched mid-season from the State Ballet at Georgia to the Sofia National Opera and Ballet.
Okay.
And getting used to it and being thrown in mid-season was pretty difficult because they have their repertoire. The company is generally new to foreigners. Like, I'm the first American there.
Bravo, man.
So every foreigner I was talking to the first day, one guy, I'm from England. I was like, oh, cool. I'm the first guy here from England. Oh, I'm from Germany. Oh, that's awesome. And I'm the first girl here from Germany. And I was like, wait, this is like a new thing for them.
Hold on, but let me stop you there for a second. You know why, people? Because unfortunately, it's a lot of talent everywhere. And these European companies, they have to understand that, you know, like, it's much you can get when the people are around, like in your little circle. I mean, it's a lot of talent in the internet, in other companies, other countries. And if they're open a little bit more the doors, it's because they cannot deny that. Other people are doing it. Why wouldn't us do it? Like, so,
and
continue.
Like, I think it's good that they're building foreigners, though, because, I mean, personally, one day I'd love to be a principal there. That's what I aspire to do. And I think when you take foreigners from different countries, because everyone's trained differently, everybody has a different look on ballet, everyone has different experiences, they've done different performances, different versions of the performances, like choreography.
Fantastic. We have one question, but this question...
Let him finish.
One second, because sorry, Johnny. Sorry, man.
You're good.
It's just, I get excited when people get here, but it's because the question is related to what you're talking about. So, I'm sorry if I chopped up your name. Remember, I'm from another country, but I'll do my best. So,
Rene
Brooks. So if I said it right, give me a thumbs up. If I said it wrong, just give me a sad face. Anyway, so this person is asking,
what steps do you take to
if you want to train and perform abroad, what steps do you take?
Okay, the first steps that you take are look into the companies that you're interested in going to. The next thing that you need to look into is how to audition, what they would like you to do, and what do you have to offer them. Because hard work and everything, it's great, but you really need to know how you want to get there.
What do they need?
What do you need? Go on their website, see what they want you to do, what videos you want them to send. If you have videos of other performances on stage, perfect, because then they get to see how you look on stage. Because one of the big things in Europe is they dance you around. We have like maybe sometimes like shows every weekend, random days they throw in shows. So that's the first step. The second step is try as many as you can, because you never know who's gonna pay for your visa, who's gonna pay for your flight, who's gonna pay your insurance, how is it gonna be to get a house there. There are so many, you're moving and there's nobody there to help you.
Yeah, because there's maybe a company that you really like, you got in and then you found out, oh, they're not going to pay for my ticket, they're not going to help me find a housing, they're going to... So you need to kind of give your options open.
So broaden your horizon. And even if they don't do those things, think, what can this company do for me? Because it might be a really good company, and if you put a little effort, maybe you need to find the apartment. But that's a small price to pay for something that's going to give you so much experience.
Great, so you can technically just send them videos to the company so they will consider you.
And sometimes, you know, they want you to go see them. They want you to take class. Organize it in a way that if you're going to be in this part of the world and you're going to spend the money to go there, make sure you're going to go from this company to this one to this one to make sure they all see you, because who wants to fly there and back?
Yeah, that happened to me, yes, it's true.
Remember, in Europe, it's so easy to travel with the train. So if you happen to be there, make sure you can go to the nearby country,
That's true.
right?
So I never really have the experience dancing in Europe, but I really try. So let me tell you what he's talking about, because it's really true. I auditioned when I did a competition on him, and I'm gonna tell you something, Rene. Now 99% of the opportunities come from competitions, my friend. So that's step number one. I am the kind of guy that I like to reverse engineer things. So if you really listen careful what John said, and I don't know if you did, but I'm gonna kind of like tell you again. He went to a competition.
Didn't win, but
he didn't win. But you see, the fact that he was there and he did his best, people point him out and said to him, we want to give you a contract, come with us. That's exactly the same thing that happened to me. I did Jackson, the International Ballet Competition, a year after Daniel Sinkin did it. I didn't win. I think, semifinal. Something happened. I didn't win. But in these competitions, when you take classes with the competitors, people come to the room and see the classes. And they have a pamphlet with all the dancers' names and everything. So let me tell you something. I was about to dance the semifinal thing, and they approached me. A company that I'm not going to name because I didn't have good relations afterwards, but a company that I danced with, they approached me and said, we want to give you a contract. We think you got what it takes. I was like, wow, that's amazing, but hold on, what a minute, I came in to dance, I want to dance, what's going on? Hold on. If you sign this contract, we want you not to finish the competition. These people are like, what do you mean? Like, I came here to compete. Like, we don't want you. Like, if you sign, you come with us, you're good to go. I'm like, okay, let me think about it. But at the same time, another company from Europe was there. I don't even remember, somewhere in Frankfurt. It wasn't the big one, it was like a small local one. And they approached me too.
Whoa.
And they said to me, like, we like you, we would like to see if you can come over and see and take company class. That was not a contract, my friend Rene, so you have to be very smart. And I said, okay, sure, I will do that, blah, 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 blah. Sure. I signed from the other company because it was here. Signed the contract. I said, I'll sign the contract, but let me finish the competition, at least for fun. They do that, so I don't want to talk too much, but they do that in order for them to secure that dancer. Because if I wait, okay, let me just finish the competition and I sign after, somebody else might offer me something better.
That's true.
So that's what they do. But to go back to the Europe thing, I want to, after that, I'm kind of smart people. I'm hustling. So even though I signed a contract with this company, I keep in touch with the director. The director didn't know that I have a contract already. I said, well, yeah, sure. Let me know how it's going to happen. Well, we're going to fly back. They give us the info, email us this. I did exactly what they said. I emailed them. They emailed me back. They said, we love you to come here to Frankfurt. Like $3,000 flight ticket. They're crazy. Hold on. So, and then I go like, okay, sure, I go. And then, but do I have the job? And this is where everything came crumbling down. We want you to come over so we can see you. So we can actually audition you and see the other people. Like, really? Are you kidding me?
So they would like you to audition.
Exactly. So what I said to them, mister, I appreciate it, but you got to be straightforward with me. Is there any possibility for me to actually have the contract? Because I'm going to be investing $2,500 to go there and spend a night in a hotel and fly back. And I really appreciate your honesty because I'm coming from New York City. And the guy said to me, Ibrahim, we really like you. You got an amazing potential, but unfortunately, you won't be the only one we'll be seeing. We're seeing some other people from here too. So that's what we have to offer. So I like, thank you very much. Hell no. So that's one of the things. So Rene, maybe open up the possibility for you to enter in a competition because this is actually something that can change the game.
Next video idea.
Yes, it's the next video. But he changed his game, my game, and even Maria's game because Maria got few gold medals in some competitions too. She don't like to talk about it, but yeah, she was like the queen.
Some scholarships, but yeah.
The other thing that
go ahead.
that I could one advice if you want to go dance abroad, what I can say is, okay, like how did the Sofia National Ballet find out about me? Because I didn't audition there, right? So I post videos on my Instagram, my Facebook, YouTube.
Hold on. You see, people? I am telling you. Go ahead, continue.
And by the way, you can find him on Instagram with
yes,
his name.
I'm going to link it in the description so you can follow him because he can dance. This boy can dance.
Right there, so take a look.
So continue that. That's cool. Keep saying what you said.
So, I went on vacation to Sofia. And a friend of mine was dancing in the ballet. I went backstage. And the director comes up to me. She goes, so if you'd like to dance here next season, you can.
Just like that.
And I was, nice to meet you.
like Kouppari, hi.
And it's true. You never know what you put there. People are gonna see. You never know who's gonna see it. Yeah. But if you don't put stuff out there, no one's gonna see it. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
So that was well said, man.
Take every shot that you can.
I need to develop in this. Let me tell you something, everyone. The reason why we do Ballet Popular is because of this. We are two dancers that, decide to just kind of like step away a little bit from the ballet scene and do our own thing. Why? First of all, because it's very complicated. Second of all, it's very judgmental. People will judge you in any way they can possibly do.
Yeah.
Even if you're amazing, like this guy, I am sure he experienced bad times too.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
we
it's,
all fall.
but-
We all fall. We
but
all-
the thing, the problem is like the most important thing that you have to like have in consideration, my people out there, like aspiring dancers that want to be big enough. Don't be panicking about the internet, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. Don't be panicking because it's more things you can gain than actually lose. You think that I care? If some people think I'm silly because I'm with this beautiful girl doing videos and stuff, I don't care. Why? Because they don't pay my rent. You know, they don't define my happiness.
And a lot of
know-
the people that give you bad comments, it's not out of, you know, their sincerity. It's their jealousy.
Yes, and a lot of
So-
hate comments and all these things. And I'm sure you did you experience anything like that in the company too? What was the hard thing that you experienced there?
Mostly, you know, they keep the nasty comments hidden. You hear about them after. But one thing I like about, I can speak for the guys because they're much better at, you know, with getting along with each other. The girls, that's another topic. But you know, the guys, they're very welcoming. You know, they want, as a foreigner, they want you to have a good opinion of their country, and they're accommodating. And in the company, you know, you're working with them every day, 7 days a week. You're like a family, so they really take you in.
That's amazing.
You know, a lot of the people, when you maybe get something and they didn't, most of the time, some of them are happy for you.
Yeah.
You know, the other percent of the time, if they don't, then, you know, it's nothing personal. They just say, well, that's work. You know, that's how it is.
Yeah, you know, you have people that
And-
will love you, and other people will be like, you know, damn, dude, you
And
came
they
here.
they respect you for going to their they respect you for leaving your country, leaving your family, and they really respect that. They also want the best for you.
Yeah, it's
which-
called ambition, guys. Anyway, Rene's asking you something else. What do you train in the U.S.? He already said that, but he's gonna tell you one more
I
time.
trained in the Harrod Conservatory in Florida.
Florida, baby. So one more thing, I lost my thought. Any questions?
Yeah, I lost my thought too. I
got
had a
one.
question.
Go ahead, hit it.
So like the other thing, if you want to dance abroad, one of the big benefits is the opera house, right?
Oh yes.
Oh yes, tell us. This is cool.
Because okay, in America, you train in a studio that maybe the company owns, I hope. And then, you know, when you're ready for the performance, maybe you have 2 or 3 performances of this show, and then they rent a theater. They go to the theater, and then maybe hopefully you have a dress rehearsal, and if not, you know, they put you on stage, a stage that you've almost never been on, or maybe you go to a lot, but still they rent it. And in these foreign companies, they have opera houses. You know, I'm not talking about you go from your studio, you travel to the theater. I mean, you go, you beep yourself in with the security card, you go up to your dressing room, across the hall is the studio, downstairs is the stage, the main stage, and then upstairs is a practice stage. So
Magic,
it
guys.
you could be in the middle of the day, this last show, I really was uncomfortable doing those pirouettes. I'm gonna go downstairs and practice those pirouettes. And sometimes I would stay there maybe till midnight in the studio or the stage.
We need to see a video, man. You gotta take your camera. Hey guys, I'm in the Sofia Opera, rehearsing by myself. Check this out.
That's a great opportunity because dancing feels so different being on stage, and by the time you adjust,
And if they're nice enough, they'll put the lights for you.
But you know the thing
Wow.
is,
They
also,
They put the lights. Oh my
but
god.
the thing is
They're
also
nice
like
enough,
you see the kind of quality that these companies in Europe actually have when it comes to their dancing. Like they try to do everything in their power to actually have this performance be at their best.
Yeah, actually, that's one thing that I like about it is they're focused more on the artistry, and what does the audience get out of this, and they're not just saying, you know, how many 540 should I do from corner to corner. Not every company thinks like this.
People.
540. What is 540?
Okay, 540 people. So this is 540. You jump in the air and then you bring the leg around. Check that out. And then you come this way and then you land into the knee. 540.
So yeah, so you mean they take care more of the dancers themselves instead of?
Yeah, they're focused more on if it's a story ballet, they want you to tell the story. They'll have more rehearsals of you know, doing the acting than they trust your dancing. You know, you went to school, so you have the technique, you're fine. Let's put on a show.
Yeah, that's
what it's
also a little
about.
bit of the topic we're talking about. We were talking about
competitions and
the other day, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because if you train people and you spend years in school and you're out of school and you're trying to achieve, you know, a job in a company, don't think that you're not a professional. just because you don't have a job. That's a misunderstanding that a lot of people have. You train for so many years to perfect a step. You're a professional in what you do because you're doing something that is very technical. So you are a professional. The problem is that you don't have that much experience, but you're still a professional, so you don't put yourself down. Anyway, continue. This is super cool. One thing I want to ask.
Yeah, what's up?
Will you ever change anything?
Anything about the company?
About you going all the way there? Like, hold on, let me put this a better way.
Yeah, there we go.
So, do you change anything? Will you change anything in the past that actually put you in the situation that you are right now, or if it's something that you could do better?
That's a good question.
It's okay.
I would not change the past because I'm really grateful that I am where I am now, and I know that it was only because I had people behind me to push me and me to push myself, you know, that hard. And the direction I'm going, who knows where I'll end up, but the experiences that I'm getting, the parts of the world that I get to see, I wouldn't trade that for anything.
Okay, another question, and this one is from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate this guy. He's a dear friend of mine. One of these days I'm gonna put out a video of him and I going like ta 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 ta.
We're gonna do it.
Because we always do that. We always like it's fitting each other, you know, helping each other, learning from each other. Even though I'm older than him, so it doesn't matter. That's also something that dancers you have to. Guys, Rene, if you're still there, this is something that you need to think about. I never look at somebody like, oh, he's better than me. Oh, I actually flip it. How do? I try to be friends, you know, because if he's better than me at something, you know, I want to learn it. So it's nothing wrong with saying, you know, oh my God.
That's true.
I love that. God, my name is Ibrahim, you know, I got to tell you, that's an amazing step. And then, you know, become friends. Like, people want to be friendly. But if you go with an intention like, hey, better than me, I don't want to talk to that guy. Of course, never is going to happen.
True.
And that's a lot of the things happened when I was in Joffrey. It was really good dancers. And I got this kind of mentality that I just want to learn. And if you're better than me, man, you are better than me. Okay? So how you do that?
What are they
that's
doing
That's
right?
what I do. So and people are super nice because they dropped that level, you know? When I was dancing in my company too, back a few years ago, I see these principal dancers technically better. I mean, sometimes I was a little bit better than them, but I didn't tell them. But you know, if you're in a company, you have to play the game. So meaning, like, you know, you go there, my God, that's amazing. Give them compliment, becomes friends. Because when you break that wall, you know, they are good. They share things. Hey, Ibrahim, you know, you're doing this shoulder, open it up, you know, for your movement. And you know, you realize that a principal is actually coaching you just because you're a friend.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true. A company is like a family too. Actually, a lot of directors, if you're good after a certain point and somebody's better than you, but you're a lot nicer than them, they need to work with you and see you every day. I've had directors tell me, I'd rather work with somebody who's really nice and is okay than somebody who's really good and is I'm not gonna say a word.
Pain to deal with.
Yes, it's a diva.
And you know, I said, wow, why? And they always say, well, because we can make them from okay to great. But we can't make the other one nice. We can't make.
Yeah, you cannot change somebody's kind of like personality.
Yeah.
Some people are very infected in their heart. Sorry. Like, you know, no matter what you do or what you said to them, they just, that kind of
vibe
find
people. They find the way to...
Anyway, so another quick question. Renee's saying if you train with Megan Brooks?
Who? No, I don't recall the name. Sorry.
So I think that's what you meant, Renee. Anyway, so...
is there any maybe cultural differences that you've experienced that it was hard to deal with?
Yeah, actually, well, mostly that goes like more to the way of life there.
The way of
because
life,
you need to adapt to what they do, the foods they buy, where do they go, how do they travel. You need to learn the language. That's another thing. I mean,
okay, did you ever wanted to come back?
Oh, I get homesick. Anyone who says they don't get homesick, lies. Because everybody gets homesick. Everybody wants to just speak their own language, eat their own food, you know, see their friends again. Anybody who is a real, genuinely good person has respect for their family. And whether they're good or bad, family is, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be born and you wouldn't be where you are now.
Wow.
So To me,
Yeah,
family is
yeah.
everything. I love my
You
family.
have your habits too. It's hard, especially you are born in like raised in a specific way.
Yeah.
You know, so you get.
And it's
your
great.
own
You get to
habits
learn
and
what they do. You get to learn their culture. So, you know, you get to be a part of their events and all these, their holidays and all these things, which is, I think it's amazing, you know?
So you
I
see,
mean, we experience that too, but you at the same time you feel like you want
miss
to.
it. You miss
you know, guys. What the thing I was thinking, I met John. Like he came back. He's vacationing in the U.S. for a little bit, and I was like, he's telling me we should do something. We should do something. I was like, sure, we should do something. Maybe we go to the studio, you know, start like doing tricks and stuff for it to get in a little video. But I also like I came home and I told Maria, you know, we should do something. But that something might not be that. We'll do that too. But
Oh, yeah.
I thought like we should bring John here and have him tell you part of his life. Because why? He's not the only American abroad. It's a lot of them. But you don't know about them because you only know about one or two. Because in their life they create some controversy or whatever, and you happen to know that they're Americans in a different country. But it's people that actually have amazing talent that go all the way there to do only one thing, to dance,
Yeah.
to get better. And no people get the recognition.
One important thing
Go ahead.
is, you know, when you're dancing abroad, it's like, you know, the director looks at you and they don't owe you anything. That's a big thing. And for example, if I get a role, if it's good or bad, you know, I still owe my director everything. Her name's Sarah Nora Krasiva.
A big hello
And-
to Miss Sarah. Sarah, right?
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah Nora.
Yes, if you ever
Sarah
want
Nora.
us to go there, yeah, we can dance too.
And they're pretty good, so.
Yeah, I mean, I just opening the possibilities. No, you don't have to. But
So, like, you know, a lot of dancers will say, like, oh, but I was doing this part that weekend and this part this weekend. What? But they don't owe you anything. Just be grateful for this one. And maybe they need to use all the dancers. You know, there's so many reasons. And maybe, you know, he or she doesn't want to just overuse you because they don't know what kind of a person you
From
are.
your experience.
Some people, they get all these good roles and then their head gets big.
Yeah.
And then you know, they'll say, I created this monster. So you never know what's going through the mind of the director. Just be thankful and just remember that, you know, they're your boss and you owe them. They don't owe you.
So from your
That's a big
experience, do
thing.
you think that in Europe and the US is a difference how they use their dancers? Do you think like they choose favorites in some
that's one
places,
thing.
or, like...
The companies are run very different. And I think to move up in your company, you need to understand how the company works.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you go from country to country, you know, you can change 5 companies and you'll never be in the same type of company. They all run in a different way.
Yeah.
That's
They
true.
all have different steps, different ladders. For example,
So
like...
keep your eyes open to see who is running what, who's responsible for what.
And if you don't like something, remember it, because maybe when you're a director, you can change that. But the good things, take all the good things and just keep them for yourself. And remember that. Because you should never really criticize. Just look at the positive things and use those to your advantages. Like, one thing that I'm learning about recently is my company has lifetime contracts.
Wow.
So for the Bulgarian people...
what?
For the Bulgarian people.
For the Bulgarian people, you know, you join the company after a certain amount of years. You have a lifetime contract, and then they retire you. I think.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
right.
gonna say the age, but then they give you a pension.
Yes, yes, it's
That's
true.
the other
It's
thing
a
too.
big-
In Europe, guys, they give retirement, they give pensions. In the US, unfortunately, they don't. And like we
Yeah.
say, like in during the off season, during the 3 months that the dancers are off, they're not getting paid. In Europe,
Yeah,
they do get paid.
that's true.
So that's a big difference too.
So
guys.
one second, quick hello to Maria Antoniou. Say hello to Maria.
Hello,
What's
Maria.
up, Maria?
So, hello to Mr. Yanis, hello to Anastasia, and whoever is watching, guys. We appreciate you being here.
We
So,
appreciate you guys.
one thing, because we're gonna wrap it up very soon. What would you tell those dancers out there? A piece of advice, like, don't even look at somebody in there. I am behind the camera, John. I wanna
Piece of
dance.
advice?
I wanna dance in Europe, man. What do I need to do? Really, in your heart, tell me
piece
the
of
truth.
advice is work your butt off. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger always said you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. You need to put the hours in. You know, your friends are going to the bar one day. I went to the bar yesterday. I'm going to stay home and stretch. They might judge you, but when you're going to a different company that they can never reach and you're going to climb the ladder that they can never even dream of climbing, you're going to be really happy you put those hours in. I used to say, you know, like I said,
Yeah.
you know, when I was in the State Ballet of Georgia and in this company too, I mean, they had so they have so many studios that, you know, if I don't get something right, I practice sometimes until midnight, and I go home and I'm like, why do I make myself do this? And then when I get rewarded for it, then I'm like, this was all worth it, you know? Or
So
you
work while others
work
are
your butt
sleeping,
off.
you know?
Yes.
work
So,
your butt off, wake up early, you know, go to bed late.
but it's
You're
this,
young.
this is what I tell you guys, you know, like nobody that is successful achieve their success like
Overnight.
waiting, like wait, like
100%.
even in YouTube, like you see these people that, oh my God, it's so viral. They're not viral. They have been doing that from like years. And they happen that one video struck viral and then you get to know it.
Boom.
And then
But-
you just see them on the top, but you don't see how they got
Yes,
The
so
journey.
come on, like the journey is important. You look at us. We're here in our apartment having fun, talking to you guys. He dance, she dance, I dance. We have different experiences. And my people from South America too. I know you wanna come to the US. It's another big deal too. So because we wanna make a little, you know, a video about the documents that you require, artist visas and all of that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, John said, he said it beautifully. Let me come close. The internet is free. You understand? Nobody's charging you to
true.
post a video on Instagram, Facebook, or
It's true.
YouTube.
Put your stuff out there. You don't know who's gonna see it.
It
And
takes
we will
one
be
Yeah.
view, one view,
One person.
one person watching
the
something
right
to
person
say,
watching it.
I like this guys, I like this dancer. Can you come and guess? Hey, you want me to sponsor something? Hell, it's just, man, I get excited about this. Because guys, I know I was that kind of dancer that's like, oh, I don't want to put this online. I'm falling from my periods. Hell yeah, I'm going to put it. Actually going to the gym, and if I fall, I put it. Because you know why, people? I'm trying to document my journey.
That's true.
You know, like...
It's more rewarding to see how you got there, I think.
Exactly. I am sure
Wow.
you're gonna be very happy for us, seeing us that we were falling apart, and then we end up being so much better. It's
And it's
because
inspiring too.
we put out the work. And by
Yeah.
the way, I want to say big hello to these people that have been like answering us, sending us so wonderful messages. Thank you guys, because when you send these
guys.
beautiful things, like I sent a girl that told
Yes.
me that, you know, we inspire her because she was a little bit depressed, and then we just bring her like kind of life, you know, with the
Like
videos and all of that.
That's wonderful. It gives them motivation to continue doing
Thank
that.
you.
And
That's,
And by the-
that's another
Yeah.
thing I actually wanted to say was like, you know, I hate when people say, oh, well, I didn't get here because I didn't have the coach this guy did, or I didn't have the teacher that this guy did. Honestly, you know, I film myself more than teachers give me corrections. I think this season I got maybe 5 corrections in class.
really.
You know, they
don't care.
They
the
don't
companies,
care.
you
If the show is good, if the show's okay, sometimes they don't give you corrections. And you know, okay, they give you corrections in rehearsals. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
of course.
Yeah.
But you know, in the class, I put my phone on the floor. If you don't have a camera, I use my phone, and I looked at the video and I correct myself. You're your best teacher, and you are the only one that's responsible for motivating yourself. So don't make excuses. Put in the hours and the work, and just do it. Like Nike, just do it.
Hey, man, Nike, if you're watching, you know, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, if you're watching,
You know,
We're not sponsored, but you know.
we would love to wear your stuff, you know, we take it. So, anyway, my people, we're super happy that John came all the way to this amazing studio in 42nd Street, an ABC building. No, just kidding. He came all the way.
one day.
No, one.
Soon, yeah.
Soon. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you gotta keep doing your thing. You gotta keep pushing and forcing yourself. Yes, I said forcing yourself to accomplish these wonderful things. Because, like Johnny said, nobody owns you anything.
That's true.
You're not entitled to anything. You know, people don't care. They don't care. If some people care, maybe it's your loved ones here and there. And he's having an amazing career ahead of him because he can dance. And on top of all of that, you know what is the most amazing thing about Johnny? Or John, sorry. I don't want to like, you know.
You can say Johnny. Yeah, I like
You know
it.
the most amazing thing about this guy? He's humble. He's down to
guys.
earth. You know, like he can do 10,
He
11
can take
periods,
you
beautiful
far,
things.
though.
And he's just humble. Like if you see him on the street and you, hey, young, what's that? He will talk to you. The same.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, like,
that's one view that I have in people. You know, even celebrities, they're just people.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope I can be like that one day. But they're just people. I when people look at a principal dancer somewhere and they're like, I can't talk to him. I'm like,
Yeah,
why?
they-
He's just a person.
wait. Some principals out there are really like, do not talk to me.
Well, try.
So
Give it a
you know,
try.
if you get if you get a bad response for a principal, you tell them, you know, you're not better than me. You're not really better than me. You just technically dance in a different space than me.
But really, like you said, like people are more willing to work with you if you're humble and
nice,
nice.
Yes,
and you
humble.
take it
friendly, you know.
friendly, you know?
Like
And
if I had to just list the people like to thank, it would be like first my family, my parents, then it would be like my best friends who have always been behind me, and then my directors and my teachers, because you can only be thankful, you can only appreciate them, and when you work together in harmony and in unison, like you get more from it. You get more with sugar than you do with vinegar.
it's like everything in business. In business, is like that, you know.
Sugar, guys, sugar.
Yeah,
No vinegar.
if your boss is tough on you, and you're gonna be happy. You're gonna work
It's
in an
because they
environment.
love you. They're tough on you because they love you.
Yes, and if you have a friend that actually tells you the thing the way it is, don't think he's hating on you. He's probably actually telling you because he cares.
And it's fewer people
It's
that will
true.
tell you the truth in your face than
Yes.
people telling you, oh, you're amazing.
And then you know what I feel? Honestly,
true.
when I feel that somebody's not real, my friend, kind of is not like that. When I tell them something that is actually like that, and they take it in a bad way, because they think that I'm
Yes.
coming and attacking, I know that that person is not a real friend, because a real friend actually will appreciate it.
Surround yourself with good people, and that's a nice thing about dancing abroad too. You meet so many people that you never thought you'd meet. Like you meet different types of people from different cultures
personalities,
that they work
yeah.
in a different way. Oh, how'd you do this? I do it this way.
Yeah.
And you compare, and you just stay in the studio, and you
And you'll
work
be
with them,
surprised.
you
Hey,
know?
just try this way. You're gonna, oh, thank you. Boom, and you're flying.
Yeah.
Anyway, my people, we're gonna wrap it up. This was a great show for the first time, our first guest,
Yes.
Mr. John.
Thank you guys.
Solis from the Sofia National Ballet in Bulgaria.
And future principal.
I'm
dancer.
future principal. I give him like maybe for
One day.
2 months.
One day,
I mean,
2 months?
nothing. Hey, what is the name of your director?
Sarah Nora.
Hey, Miss Saranora, what are you waiting for? This guy has what it takes. So if you're watching, keep up the good work. But come on, it's about time.
Okay, let him get the experience and then,
Yes, he got it. Give him the role. Let him. Yeah, look at us like pushing hard. So, Miss, it's all.
We're embarrassing.
Look,
I'm good.
It's only a good thing. Like I've seen what this guy is capable of doing, and I'm sure you have to.
I appreciate you guys.
So, no problem, and come anytime.
Thank you.
Just make sure it's after 11, so I'm up. So, guys, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Once again, here in Ballet Popular, helping you build your
Passion.
and influence through dance in America or in Europe or South America or
Or your living room, anywhere you can just dance.
So, my friends, be safe, be well, and
Work hard.
please keep pushing. And by the way, if you push, videotape it so like that people can see it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my beautiful people, we are out. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.